Evening. Welcome back. How's it going? This is Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition on the Nintendo Switch, and this is going to be part 4. Hope you guys enjoy as usual. I have been doing my homework, so no more side quests pending. And to the best of my knowledge, at least, I've done all the side quests available up to this point, and I've unlocked the affinity links for all characters available up to this point. So I don't think I can do much better than that for now. I actually managed to get a link that I didn't manage to get last time on my first playthrough of the Definitive Edition, which is this one. So that's a good point, I suppose. This one is better than on my last playthrough. I'm not quite sure why. Maybe this is something I missed the first time around too. I had a link, just not... It was a yellow icon instead of a green one, but maybe this one goes back down later. I don't know. But to the best of my knowledge, I think I've got all the links and levels of links between characters that are possible, at least for Upper Bionis at this stage in the game. I went through a lot of effort to try to get that far, so I will still try to stop before the big events where there's a point of no return. But, fingers crossed, normally I shouldn't have missed anything this time around. Anyway, if you're ready, let me know what you've been up to. Looks like you've been through a lot. Tell me about it. Tell Dixon what's happened. Okay, cutscene.
Fiora? You mean Dunban's sister?
Yes.
So that's why you're all looking so down. I can't believe they're sticking Homs into those faced Mechon. Looks like they weren't just eating us.
That's what I said yesterday.
They made Mumkar into one. He was the one who attacked Colony 9.
Oh, and there was me thinking he snuffed it in that battle.
Aren't you surprised?
That he attacked Colony 9? I don't know what drives those Mechon. I've given up trying to figure them out. It don't surprise me one bit. Still, Mumkar as well, eh? Things are getting interesting.
Sorry?
Oh, nothing.
And they're just gonna brush it off.
It is time for
What was that all about?
I would like to continue providing assistance, but my help is required in assembling Homs for the Allied force. There are also my duties as seer to consider.
Then I'll be off too. You lot should be alright getting Fiora back. In the meantime, we'll be getting ready for battle.
Thanks for coming this far. We'll be fine. We can handle ourselves.
Galahad Fortress is a key position for the Mechon. You can't just rush in, all guns blazing.
Agreed. We will infiltrate via the ether inlets. If I'm right and the Mechon do feed off ether, then we're sure to find some form of influx channel. Our objective is to reach one of those channels.
Don't go dying on me, Shulk.
I won't. You take care as well.
Cheers.
Looks like it's just us.
Right. We head for the hilt of the sword. Galahad Fortress.
Okay.
One year on. Now, at last, we will seize our destiny. Isn't that right, Shulk?
So another has appeared with the ability to wield the Monado.
Well, hey, Panda. How's it going?
Hansa released the Monado. He surely knows it would become a double-edged sword. yet he relinquishes it to that mere child. And the face escaped my control and acted alone. Now that the Monado has been freed, it appears the usefulness of the faces has come to an end.
Their only usefulness was that the Monado had no effect on them.
Still things to be learned from having them challenge the boy.
Actually, why did my party set itself back to being between these guys? Alright. Or maybe it was me before, maybe I changed it. So I don't know how long it's gonna take me to get to the point of no return that I don't want to cross until tomorrow. So depending on how long it takes me, this may be a slightly longer or a slightly shorter stream. I'm not quite sure yet. It's like 3 or 4 big areas to go through here. And all these areas become unavailable past a certain point in the game. Sixth gate. Ah, okay, I was wondering, what is this a shadow of? The gate is going away, and yet it was not disappearing. What's this place? Dolgan Outpost. Secure Dolgan Outpost. Defeat prudent person at Dolgan Outpost, okay? I would have had to go through this little fortress anyway, I guess. Prudent person. No, not finale today, no. Far from it. No, there's a point of no return in the game beyond which some parts of the game become unavailable. So if you're going for 100%, you want to make sure that you don't cross that point until you're done doing all the side quests and stuff. And since I was always missing stuff before, because I always managed to miss something no matter how careful I was about it, I'd like to be extra careful this time. Well, trying to anyway. Some things I've already completed 100% and this carries over to a new game plus, but other things don't. Like unlocking every skill and leveling them up to their maximum capacity for characters and stuff like that, yeah, that carries over, so I don't have to do that a second time. I figured because of your strength and speed, you would zoom right through. It's still a reasonably long game, so... even as it is, that would still take a considerable amount of time. Well, that's why I've been doing nothing else off-stream but playing this game, trying to complete as many side quests as I could with the time that I had available. I already, again, barely had enough time to catch up with all the side quests I had to do off-stream for today. Ether storage area. Yeah, you don't want to go swimming in there. Ah, who's this? Defective Ipos? Or Ipos? How much time off stream? You'd be done with Pokemon Snap in 9 hours. Another Pokemon game blunder. I don't know, I haven't really counted. Or kept track. Which one am I... Ah, this one. Yeah, they can't deal any damage to these guys, so...
But we mustn't be careless.
Everyone do good! Defeat Tranquil Morax. Okay. Tranquil Morax. Sword Valley. Where? In there?
Superb!
Shulk, good boy!
Demon Slayer!
Let's keep up the pressure! Come on, we can do it! Alright, I'm feeling it!
Electric Gutbuster!
We can definitely do this! Yeah, Dumba, go for it! Let's keep up the
Electric Gutbuster! This is the last Gale Slash! Ricky, mighty hero pod. I can see that you're in pain.
Nothing can
Dunban, you're embarrassing
Normal
Ricky.
part S. Ah no, that's new part S that I have to try to get at some point. Where was that? Ah, yeah, okay, I can see, yeah. My brother got a Switch, so I sent him Breath of the Wild and Mario Rabbids. Then there was a game on sale that I recommended him. I played it on stream, 9 Parchments, really enjoyed it, you should check it out. I had it on my radar for a while, but it's kind of a game that you have to play in multiplayer to really enjoy. It's from the creators of the Trine series, as I recall. But there is a very big online multiplayer component to it. When it came out, it was on my radar, and then I kind of skipped it because I was hoping for a physical release for one thing, and I don't think it ever got one. But I've at least heard of it, yeah. It's a sort of top-down but 3D game. I guess it kind of resembles Diablo in a way. But with a more, I hesitate to say cartoon-esque aesthetic. More light-hearted aesthetic anyway. Not quite as serious looking.
Hey, look. Can we get in through there?
It looks as though it's unguarded. It should make for a decent entry point.
Now's our chance, Dunban.
Yes. But don't lower your guard. The Mechon may just
I hear ya. It did look beautiful, yeah. Well, I already liked the Trine games for their look. I never completed any, despite the fact that I bought the first 2 games on Wii U. Well, these are games that I could add to my list of games that I could stream, I guess. They're not supposed to not be very long. Again, these games are better played in multiplayer, I guess. But, well, I have got no one to play them with in multiplayer on Wii U, so...
I've been waiting for you.
Munka.
How predictable. I knew you were going to come.
How could you? How could you do this to your own kind?
That ain't got nothing to do with it. I'm just having the time of my life here. Ain't that the point? I even get to take out
And I've got all the projects for buying stuff for Switch at the moment.
You're talking pretty tough there. Don't be so sure you can take us all on by yourself.
Come on!
Come on!
I ain't that stupid.
What's that sound?
You scumbag!
Well then, Monado boy. Think you can do it? Can you kill them all?
Oh, yeah. I'm fairly confident about it.
I wonder who's inside. Who could it be? Your dad? Your mom? Maybe that special someone. Aha! Looks like we have our first contestant. Too bad she won't give me much of a fight.
It's just like with Zanza. Chala, look out!
Too bad she won't give me much of a fight.
Just kill him already.
Shulk?
Everyone, watch out for the green claws. There's something different about them.
You catch on quick, boy. You're right. These weapons are special. They were made especially to decompose you homs. And no, wait. Any being from Bionis.
How can that be?
How can that be?
I don't know about all this technical stuff. But it's something to do with that ether. Ether is like the Bionis blood. The fortress sucks its blood out for us. Then we use
That
it
line
to make
delivery
green
didn't
liquid.
convince me 1 second.
You monsters!
Pretty clever, don't you think? me just fine, Dunban.
Munkar, you're gonna pay.
I'm tired of your yapping, Mr.
How can that be?
I'm gonna squish you like a slug. Right here, where we shared such lovely memories.
Focus on him.
Too much. The Monado is too much.
Yes, this is the power of the Monado. You wanted it, so now you can have it, Munkar!
I'm better than all of you. You're the one who's finished.
Die! Stop!
What was that?
Get out of my way, Shulk! It's Munkar! He's not a Mechon!
He's still an asshole.
Where is your killer instinct? Now is the time! I hate him, Dunban! For what he did to Fiora and the Emperor! So of course I want to get my revenge!
Shulk.
But... Face Mechon are not like the others.
Meanwhile,
They're
Mumkar is
people
just like,
like us.
hold on, I won't move. I'm just gonna listen to you guys talking.
Yes, sometimes needs must. Even if it's Fiora. What then? When we set out, I wanted to destroy all Mechon. That was my aim. But now, I know that there are people inside. I have to know why. What's the reason for all of this? Why do Bionis and Mechonis have to keep on fighting? I have to find out why. So, that is your fight.
If you could have done that all along,
Dunban,
should have done so sooner.
I will never forgive what he's done. And yet, your words, they ring true. I feel their weight. We have to help Fiora now. We'll worry about the rest later.
right. Did you hear that, Munkar? We haven't got time to be playing around with you.
You always have to have the last word. Just die!
No!
Just
Don't move!
die!
Stay back!
He's gonna die anyway. Looks like.
Munkar!
No! No! Not like this!
Hey, I guess he fell off the sword.
You went too far, you fool.
They are of surprisingly little use, those visions.
Because he could not save His Majesty. That was within the margin of fate. It was not Shulk's fault.
So you side with the boy?
Did you find anything out?
I did. It is most fascinating, this spear. The green fluid alters and destroys the structure of the ether, which is the building block of life on Bionis. It appears to have been created from ether energy drawn from the blood of the Bionis.
Could that explain the ether flowing through Sword Valley?
I do not think it is the only reason, but it is too early to draw conclusions.
Is there a countermeasure?
Creating antibodies is a simple matter. We will be ready.
That is good news.
Why did you have to include him? You know how he disgusts me.
Who are you talking about?
We must respect our elders.
Ah, Dixon.
Dixon has known him far longer than us.
Far longer than us? What could that possibly mean?
At least he's out of the way. Now we just need to get inside. They're in there. Fiora and the Golden Mechon.
Gotta make some lunch, okie
Fiora. Shulk. What's up?
Did you see something?
No.
You did see something.
All right. It was the Silver Mechon. Fiora. She's definitely inside the fortress.
All right. At least we know what to expect.
So, Fiora is inside. I can't let that vision come true. I have to save her.
Yeah, this place is quite big. Kamikaze... what? Bun? Something like that?
Nothing can beat Ricky.
Dunban, you're embarrassing Ricky.
Oh, you can't go that way? Or I guess yes, you can. Okay. I'm looking around because I'm half expecting to see some unique enemies. Ah, there we go. Fate Labolas. Sword Valley. Well, that's that. Oh well, I guess I can still keep looking off stream if need be. To complete the map, to try to get all the unique enemies in this area, and so on and so forth. Secure the radio tower. Lightning Renove. Okay. Sword Valley. And where is this lightning something? Ah, over there. Why is it that there seems to be a path behind these doors but you can't open them? Or can you? Doesn't look like it. Okay. But it wants me to go down there, that's why it was tracing a path down these stairs. I call them stairs, it's a ramp more like. If I wasn't such a high level, I guess they would be after me otherwise. And that's what that path I was seeing on the map. Yeah, that's where it took me then. Ah, yeah, this is where I was. Now, okay, I see. Although it's not doing me any good going that way, though. I was looking for a potential unique enemy. Or unique monster. Don't know what the naming is like.
Here's our way in.
There's no turning back.
We can't let them find us. Let's move. Right.
Okay, is this Galahad Fortress? Ah, yeah, it is Galahad Fortress. Okay.
Fiora's in here somewhere. Let's get looking. Keep your eyes peeled. I'm ready for anything. I'll trash any Mechon that tries to mess with us.
What's that? There's a unique enemy. What's that? Precious Retrato. Yeah, hold on. I'm going to try to target multiple enemies at the same time. There. Can't see anything. Kill. No, the items I need are the reinforced thruster ×2, advanced frame ×3, reinforced jet ×2, reinforced plunger ×2, new part S ×4. All from enemies that I probably won't be encountering until I get to Agnirata. What's that? I'm gonna have to defeat them all anyway.
I'm feeling it. Sure, come on! We can definitely do this. Monado, prepare for a chain attack. Ready. Done bad. Leave this for me. Almost there. Everyone, don't let your guard down. This is too easy. Sure. Superb. All right. I'm feeling it. We can definitely do this. We win.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
Victory to Ricky!
Okay. Yeah, may as well complete the map while I'm at it. Okay, that door over there seems to be locked. It is locked. I guess now it's not anymore. Hold on a minute. No, I can't go that way. There's a key item in there. No, I'm not taking damage from standing on that thing. Maybe I needed to activate something before coming here. Okay, fair enough. No fast travel. It appears to be a turbine self-destruct device. You need something to release it. Okay.
Where are we?
Looks like the control room for an ether blast furnace. There, look at that.
So this is what supplies the Mechon with ether energy.
Shulk, what's that?
What's what?
Oh, looks like fun. Ricky, want to ride?
We didn't come here to mess about, furball. Time to bounce on.
Hold on. If we can stop that piston, we might be able to shut down the blast furnace.
Nice idea. Cut off the Mekon's ether supply.
Ricky, say we try.
Yeah, but how are we supposed to stop something that massive?
If we can stop the turbines driving the piston, it should work. And the turbines should be nearby.
Right. Let's search for them.
Investigate the control panel in the first turbine room to stop the turbine. Investigate the control panel in the second turbine room to stop the turbine. Okay. Okay, well that's one. What's that?
Now we're putting together. Focus on. We got through that pretty good.
I can see this isn't pushing you at all.
Not bad, not bad.
Now I have to go out there, I guess, and stop them. Or something to that effect. Couldn't they just turn them back on, though? That doesn't seem like a very permanent solution.
Nice one! We did it!
This should prevent them from mobilizing any large Mekon squads for now. Hopefully, we've improved the Allied forces' chances.
Hold steady, my brother.
Friends, here, here!
It looks like the door's been unlocked.
Nice.
If we're lucky, Fiora might be down there.
Bam, bam. Okay, so those two directions. What, do I have to go in one of them? M48 sentry units. Yeah, I can't go that way, obviously. No, that's it. Okay, which way should we go? I think I came from the one on top. Well, let's to go through the one at the bottom then. That way. That would bring me back to that door I couldn't go through. Safety device key. Hold on, tell me. Pretty fire crystal. I'm not quite sure which. I know, they have to be rare crystals, not the pretty ones. To make them the level you want to make them anyway. Glorious Jerome. Glorious Rudy. Which way? I keep going that way, I suppose. I was wondering why the map was not completing. Guess I got my answer. Okay. Yeah, it's complete now. Okay. So is Fiora here?
Shulk, is that?
Spear ones! Loads and loads of spear mechon!
Intruder alert! Intruder alert! Oops! Hi, Fiora!
It's Fiora.
Destroy the mechon that are defending Fiora. But not Fiora. Come on, take him down. Don't attack Fiora though.
Stop! Don't you recognize Shulk? Fiora! Fiora, please! Don't you remember us at all? It's no use! Everyone, it's time to retreat! Got it.
Understood.
We can't do that.
Shulk!
You alright? Yeah. I think so. What do we do now, Shulk? We ain't gonna last long here. Fiora! Try and remember! It's us!
I pity you. Without the power of that sword, I doubt you would ever have made it this far.
Yeah, but it so happens that we do have it, so screw you. Doesn't matter how.
Gruffer, activate.
What is... Huh? Wait, what's going on? What's happened to the Monado? Look out! Shulk! I'm... okay. Shulk, wait here.
Fiora! Stop this right now! How could you? Shulk came here to save you!
Oh, is she shaking?
Fiora!
You must run.
How about you run?
Fiora, or whoever you are.
Please, run. The machine is not under my control.
Not under your control? Is it him?
Most surprising. I admit I never expected such resistance to becoming a fate.
Egil.
Fiora, what have you done to her?
From the moment of their creation, all Mechon are mine to control. Should a passenger defy me, I force it to obey.
Why make Homs into Mechon? Why are you making them attack Bionis?
If you wish to know, you have only to submit yourself to me. All will become clear when you attack Bionis with a new body born of Mechonis.
Never!
Never!
Who would ever submit to you?
Forget about him. We have to get out of here.
But what about Fiora?
If we die here today, she will be lost forever.
Choose. I have rendered the Monado useless. You have no hope of victory or escape.
You chunk of scrap! So it was you who did that to the Monado!
The Monado is a tool that regulates the waves of the very ether from which the world is formed. Therefore, it can be counteracted simply by releasing opposing waves.
But how can you?
The questions end here. Hand over the Monado.
No.
After all, it is no longer of use to you.
Never! If the Monado really is powerless, then why would you want it for yourself? I will never give it to you. Never!
Then make your choice. Be crushed by my fist, or slain by your old friend.
Egil.
Gonna kick your ass.
Kneel before me. We can definitely do this. Prepare for a chain attack. Your efforts are meaningless. Die. How good are we?
I guess, yeah, he did seal the powers, the Monado arts. Yeah, it's scripted, I can't win. Its health wasn't going down anymore.
I cannot allow this. That boy is at risk.
Shulk! Don't let him die! Help Shulk! Help them!
Who are you?
Fiora.
This is the end.
He's still inside.
Heir to the Monado.
Whoever you are, please lend me your strength. I won't let you do this!
Fiora!
How dare you defy me? Worthless machine.
She's Lady Mayneth, you moron.
Thank you. No matter how much you yearn for revenge, I will not permit you to have your way.
The Monado? But how?
No, stop!
Please, survive.
Will you die for them? What is this?
Fiora! Not good! Let's get out of here!
Too late already?
Shulk! Where are you? Shulk, get back here!
I can't remember. Do you already lose access to the Sword Valley permanently at this point? I wasn't fully done exploring it, but...
Shulk, no!
The power of that face. No, that is not possible. It cannot be.
The fortress has collapsed? What of Melia? And Shulk?
The observation was based solely on long-range intelligence. We cannot be any more specific.
You don't need to worry about them.
But...
Take it easy. I've got a pretty good idea where they are. If you're gonna attack, you better do it now. Their fortress ain't completely destroyed. Or do we just sit here and wait to die?
Shall I perform the divination ritual now?
Forgive me, Seer. That will not be necessary. From now on, we will seize our destiny with our own hands.
We don't need to see the future. The Mechon forces are on their way. No doubt about it. I like the look in your eye there, lad. It's time. This is war.
Yeah, I have no other save file. This could already be sort of a point of no return. But not too late yet, I think.
It's been a long time since I last had this dream. I reached out for a piece of scrap metal. And then I fell into the ground. Was I dreaming? Fiora! What's that?
Wreckage Beach.
Fiora. Fiora! She's still breathing.
That's part of our body. Can't remove it.
Wake up. Come on. Wake up. She needs water.
There's plenty there, but she can't drink this one, I guess. Investigate the beach and get some water for Fiora. Clean water. Not seawater. Shulk finds Fiora inside the silver face, unconscious but still alive. You have to find a way to help her. You collected some clean water. Uh-huh. Oh, he gives her water from his own mouth.
Fiora, you're awake.
What are you doing?
Do you remember? My name is
I can't believe it. My first kiss.
You do remember me. Fiora.
Of course I do. Shulk. I never forgot you or the others.
Then...
I think maybe it's the theme of the character.
Because I wasn't me anymore. I wanted to call out, but I couldn't.
What do you mean?
When it happened. When Colony 9 was attacked by the Mechon. I thought I had died. I felt the Mecon's claw rip through me. I couldn't remember anything. There was no sound, no light, no pain. When I came round, I had the body of a machine. And it felt like there was someone inside me.
Don't take that phrase out of context.
Someone else? The one who was controlling the Mechon you were in?
Yes, that voice. But I could still see and hear. I was there all the time. Except I had no control over my body, and I couldn't talk.
That's why it seemed like you didn't recognize us.
Yes. Inside my heart, I was crying out desperately, but you didn't hear me.
It wasn't our fault.
We always believed it was you.
It's okay. You don't have to say that. I know it would have confused me.
But the person inside you, do you know who it was?
No. I heard her voice when she spoke, but I didn't know what she was thinking. There was something she urgently needed to do. I understood that much.
What do you think happened to her?
Maybe she's sleeping. Or maybe she's trapped like I was.
I hope she stays trapped. Hijacking your body, treating it like it's her own.
I guess.
I say good riddance. And let that be the end of it.
Shulk, I don't think she's totally to blame.
Why not?
She wanted to help.
She needed my body for something. I don't know what it was. I just know it was important. I want to help.
Why would you?
I knew she was using my body, but I didn't hate her for it. She was kind. She was taking care of my body. I could feel it.
Really?
Yeah. And she did everything she could to protect you.
So, back when we were fighting...
Against Egu, she knew what I wanted to do, and did it for me. So, I want to help her if I can. Please, Shulk.
All right. Then we'll do everything we can to find out what she was trying to do.
You simp.
Thank you.
Welcome back, Fiora.
Nice twists.
I'm glad to be here. What do we do now?
We have to find the others. I know they're alive. I can feel it. Everyone's gonna be surprised when they see you.
Yeah. Oh.
Everyone being?
Ryan, Dunban, and there are a few others we met along the way. Sharla, Ricky, and Melia. I just know you're gonna like them.
It looks like you've been through a lot as well.
Yeah. But nothing's gonna separate us now. Come on, let's start.
Melia's gonna be jealous. Find your friends. Ah, yeah, by the way. Now that she's playable. Time to re-equip her. Attack plus. Attack stability. Haste. Girl fight! Nah. No, actually, no. Not gonna happen. Agility up. What did I give her last time? I think I gave her an ether build, if I'm not mistaken. HP up. And then a bit of strength up, I think, to round it off. Strength up, yeah, there we go. Yeah, because she's kind of good both for ether attacks and physical attacks, so don't want to focus too much on one thing. It's dark. Well, it is nighttime. Transformer area. It is a bit too dark to my liking.
Shulk!
Fiora! What's wrong?
Sorry. My body feels a bit strange. I think I just need to rest. I'm sorry.
It's okay. We can take a break here.
Yeah, there's something a lot more wrong about our body.
I wonder what happened after the fortress. Where did the others all end up? The Monado's light is fluctuating. That Mechon really messed it up. But still, I have to protect Fiora.
Shulk, can't you sleep?
Sorry. Did I wake you?
No, it's okay. I slept really well.
You want to eat? You must be hungry.
No thanks, but I'd like some water.
Okay.
You can give it to me like you did before if you like.
You should eat, even if you're not hungry. You need to get your strength back.
No, I'm fine. This body has its uses. I never need to eat. I never get hungry. I just run on water. Don't worry. I prefer my old body, but this one has some advantages. Shulk, you can leave me. It's okay.
What?
I mean, look at me, Shulk. This body is a Mechon body, so I should live here on Mechonis. This is where I belong.
You don't have to do that.
The Fiora you knew is dead. Just think of it like that. It's for the best.
But I can see it's not true. I mean, you're right here. I'll never forget how I felt when I thought I'd lost you back at the colony.
Why is the Monado just floating in midair like that? It looks weird.
I should have done something. I thought if only I had the power. to save you.
Shulk.
No. No more regrets. I will protect you. Besides, there's someone else inside your head. We can't leave her there.
I guess not.
Mekon! No! Not now!
Shulk! Let me...
Fiora! Right. Come on, Monado. Don't let me down.
The Monado bends to your will.
No! I won't let you take her from me! This time, I will protect Fiora! Yes! The Monado's light! I can do this! Alright! The Monado's back in action! Stream Edge! The Monado. It worked, but I feel worse than before. Whatever he did to the Monado is... What's that sound? No! We're surrounded!
What is it? Ah. Sharla and Rhine. They're literally right next to where we are.
Where are we?
You're up then.
Sharla! What happened to us?
I don't know. I've only just come round.
Where are the others?
I look for them, but they're nowhere to be seen.
Oh.
Ryan, thanks.
Huh?
For protecting me back there.
Yeah. It got rough, but at least you got out safe.
What is it?
Look at me. I'm useless. Can't even keep a promise. I promised Fiora I'd look after Shulk. Stupid.
You promised to protect the guy who protects you. Am I missing something?
In the old days, Shulk was kind of frail. You know, like a little bunniv that gets bossed around by the other colony animals. It was me who used to be there, to save him. That's why I promised Fiora. But now look at me.
Ryan.
He's stronger now. And not just because he's got the Monado. I've done all I can to help him. He doesn't need me.
That's not the Ryan I know. Do you remember Colony 6?
Yeah?
The Mekon were always on the doorstep of our home, the colony. Thinking about it, I realized they were after the ether underneath it.
Yeah, I suppose so. If they could stockpile energy from there, they could get to any part of Bionis.
The Colony 6 Defense Force suffered its fair share of pain. And not just physical. Friends and family. Alive one day, gone the next. It all became so normal. You end up wondering how you can possibly make a difference when war is so futile. I'm not the only one who felt like that sometimes. But nobody ever gave up. And you know why?
Because you were strong?
We had no choice but to be strong. Everybody had someone to protect. The moment you looked away, you'd lose everyone you loved. So we had to keep looking straight ahead. We couldn't stop fighting.
Man, that's tough. Puts my problems into perspective. I suppose I should get back to being Ryan.
Don't go doubting yourself, even if things get tough.
You're right. There'll be plenty of time to stare at my feet when I'm old and crooked. Get it?
I get it. So now what?
We go looking for Shulk and Fiora. I might be like a third wheel, but I can still lug around the heavy stuff.
Finally! That's the Rhine I know.
Back there, were you talking about that guy Gaddo?
Not just about him. Why do you ask?
Oh, nothing. Just, you know, seems like tough competition for a guy like me.
Rhine. Do you think Shulk and the others are okay?
Of course they are. They wouldn't die from something like that.
Back to your old self, I see. Right, we better get looking.
Okay, their equipment doesn't get changed, does it? No, okay, it stayed the same. Now that I'm controlling him and he doesn't have the quick step gem equipped to attached to his equipment, can definitely feel how much slower he moves. Oh, she's not following? Ah, yeah, there she is. Ah, what, she fell? Yeah, they're down there.
What's that sound?
Someone's in a fight. Up ahead.
Shulk!
Shulk! Rhine! I got your back! We'll turn them into scrap!
Right!
Battle Soul! I'm feeling go! Lariat! I'm powering up! What? Scream! No! We can definitely do this! Get in there, Shulk! Now it's right time!
I can't do much playing with him.
Good to see you. I knew you'd make it, Shulk.
Thanks to you.
Rhine! Rhine, it's you!
Fiora! She remembers us!
Yeah. She's been through a lot.
I can see. Wow.
If only we could find Dunban.
Yeah, he'll be blubbering at the sight of us.
I don't think he'd ever cry in front of you two.
So he does cry?
When no one's watching.
Yep. He's always been like that. He's a big softie, but he hates anyone seeing it.
I never knew.
Nope, I don't believe it.
Take it easy.
Oh, I'm okay. I want to see my brother. Let's go, Shulk.
If you can't walk, I'll carry you.
I'm much heavier now.
I've been pumping my guns.
I can see. Rhine, you really looked after Shulk for me.
I wanted to, but it feels more like he's the one who's been protecting me.
That's not true.
It's okay. I know it, you know it. I'm not here to protect you anymore.
But you are here for something.
Yeah. What I did just now. It don't matter how strong you get, you ain't got eyes in the back of your head. So I've got your back.
Rhine, you...
Rhine, you're like a whole new person.
What do you mean by that?
I mean, it's good you've become so dependable.
Was I that undependable before?
Take it as a compliment.
Ha! You haven't changed a bit. What would we do without you?
Right, let's go. You want to see my brother cry, don't you?
Yeah, wouldn't miss it.
Oh, Fiora! Yeah, there we go. Through here. Yeah, so we're missing Melia, Ricky, and Dunban, I guess.
What is it?
I can hear something.
What? I can't hear anything.
Maybe our sense of hearing isn't strong enough.
Low sounds. More than one. Watch out! Something's here!
Who are they?
Friends stop for Ricky. Oh, Ricky very hungry. And Ricky sleepy. If Ricky not rest now, Ricky not keep going.
Well, we can't have that, can we? We'll rest here before going any further. Melia, do you need to rest?
I am fine.
Good. Break time.
What's this?
Hereupon Ricky have big fight with fish. Ricky win. Grilled fish tastes yum yum. Ah, done it too.
I thought you said you couldn't move if you didn't rest.
Oh, Ricky very tired. But Ricky very hungry too.
How considerate of you.
Ricky not understand Dun.
Don't try to hide it. You realized Melia was lagging behind. She would never admit how tired she was. That's the real reason you ask.
Now that's good fish. Even in this strange place, at least the fish tastes like it should.
Ricky glad Dun like yum yum fish.
Yeah, thank you.
Millie is tired, but Ricky tired too. And Dun not look happy.
What's this? Am I that transparent?
Ricky want to hear Dun story. Ricky listen carefully, for Ricky is the Heropon.
I'm not sure what that's got to do with it. Well, seeing as you're here, I'll tell you.
Yeah! Ricky listen.
I have a sister. Her name is Fiora.
Ricky know. She wears silver armor. Shulk look everywhere for her.
Indeed. Shulk and Fiora, everyone knows they like each other. But they're just not ready, I suppose. They're the perfect match, but if they don't hurry up and tell each other...
Even Ricky know that.
I suppose everyone does. But now Fiora has become... something else.
She forget Shulk. She forget Dun too.
She did. But Shulk won't give up that easily. Knowing that he's out there looking for her fills me with hope. I just wish I was there with him.
Dun take care of them. Dun watch over Shulk. Dun watch over Fiora. That is all a Daddy Pon can
Daddy
do.
Pon.
Ricky make mistake. Dun not Daddy Pon.
Well, I am her older brother.
But just like Daddy Pon, watching over family. Same watch over. Dun do what he must.
Huh. Who would have thought it? I never imagined I'd be getting such advice from you.
Ricky have big family of little pon. Ricky raise and say goodbye to many little pon. Ricky knows some things.
You can say that again. I had you all wrong.
He's what, 40 years old or something like that, so even though he doesn't look it.
It doesn't look like the others are here.
Unfortunate. I hope everyone's safe.
Everyone's safe. Everyone's strong.
Ricky is right. It is simply a matter of when we will happen across them.
Everyone landed in the same area. They have to be around here somewhere.
Friends, look here. Ricky find it yesterday when Ricky goes scouting.
We can go through pipe.
I wonder where this pipe leads.
Go, go. Ricky has feeling Shulk and friends are on other side.
Feeling? Well, I'm willing to give your Nopon instinct a try.
As am I. The pipe it is.
Da-da-da-da. Well, I guess they're in the village here. A Machina village.
A village in a place like this?
Melia!
Shulk!
Guys!
You're all right!
Yeah! And we found Fiora.
Dunban.
Fiora? Do you remember me?
Mm-hmm. Sorry if I made you worry.
It's all right. I'm just so glad you're alive.
Oh, dear brother.
Shulk, is that your childhood friend?
Yeah.
Congratulations. I'm glad she is safe.
Thank you. I couldn't have done it without you.
But how did you all get here? And what is this place, anyway?
These people helped us.
Huh?
This is their home.
Don't call them Mekon. They don't like it.
Surprise is understandable. We are the Machina. The people of Mekonis.
Machina? You mean machine people?
You look as if you have many questions. But please, take a look around our village first. We will talk after that. I will be waiting in front of the building we call Junks.
Yeah, the Junks is more a ship than a building, if anything. Quest completed. Story quest. Shulk and the others became separated in the confusion. He and Fiora found themselves on a beach. The others must be nearby. He found everyone, and they are all safe. There's going to be a lot of people to talk to and a lot of quests to do for this area, but these are all things that I can do off stream, so let's move on.
How are you?
You're back. Have you finished looking around the village? Then I'll answer your questions. Where should I start? Listen to Linada.
So, are you...
We are not Mekon.
In one sense we are, and in another we are not. It is a fact that the weapons you call the Mekon were created by our civilization. However, we were born from the Mekonis. By your understanding, it would be correct to say that we are the same as Mekon.
A form of mechanical life born of the Mekonis. Is that correct?
From our perspective, you are forms of organic life born of the Bionis.
Life born of the Mekonis? So there is life here, just like on Bionis?
Explain to us why you invaded our world. What did we ever do to you?
I understand your feelings, but please, there is much yet to tell you.
Dunban, please hear her out.
But...
These Machina, they're good people.
Fiora?
You do not look fully functional.
Ever since she was given this body, she hasn't been feeling too good. But we honestly don't know what to do.
Do you mean to tell me you are not Machina? Why didn't you tell me sooner?
I'm okay.
I guess she's kind of half an elf now.
I am a doctor. Do not worry. I specialize in people in your situation. Just as I thought. You were transformed into a face unit. You are experiencing a functional breakdown in multiple locations. I will take her to my laboratory. The Chief will answer your questions. He is waiting for you in Junks.
For us?
We will speak later.
Shulk, I'm...
Fiora.
Don't worry. I'll keep an eye on her.
Thanks.
Huh. He's massive.
I get a kick out of seeing people's faces every time.
We were told that you were waiting for us.
That's right. I've been waiting a long time. Waiting for you to accept my request.
Request?
But first, let me ask. The sword the young man is holding. Is that the Monado?
It is.
And the destruction of the fortress on the sword. Was that your lot's doing?
Yes. Although unfortunately we were unable to stop Egil.
Egil?
Do you know him? He claims to be the leader of Mekonis.
This Egil that you fought is one of our people. He's my son.
Your son?
Actually, my request is about him.
Would you kill my son, please?
I want you to kill.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah. Chapter 13. Yo, Link, how's it going today?
Dearest Homs and Nopon representatives, my humble gratitude for accepting our invitation.
You play through stuff so fast, I didn't even catch another Path of Radiance stream.
We all know who
Took
you
me
are.
a little over a week to finish
Have
it.
kept yourselves safe, remaining spectators to our
8 days, I think.
Why call upon us now?
As stated in my invitation, it is our intention to form an allied force from the peoples of Bionis, with which we will confront Mekonis.
Look at you. One little scratch and you're already crying for help.
I cannot deny this. The attack did serve as the catalyst, but the fact remains that things have changed.
When we needed help at the Battle of Sword Valley, our cries were ignored. Give me one good reason why we should bother.
I understand your anger, Our selfishness was inexcusable. However, please hear what I have to say. Listen to why our stance has changed.
Stop talking if you like, but no promises we'll stick around till the end.
We High Entia were mistaken. We believed that if we were attacked by the Mekon, our power alone could repel them. But a brave group of young heroes showed us the error of our ways. When the Mekon descended upon Aerith Sea, Shulk fought with a courage I have never seen. I was most surprised to see that this group was comprised of different races. Homs, Nopon, High Entia. Although different, they trusted one another as
the
friends.
Heropon!
As just one inhabitant of Bionis, I desired to... No, I felt compelled to become strong like them.
Their strength came from the Monado. Bravery only gets you so far in this world.
Then you will not join us?
Hold your horses, son. I said they didn't win with bravery alone, but they wouldn't have got far without it. All right. You can count on our help.
The Nopon will join too. The Hum and Bird people are friends of the Nopon. We will fight together.
Certainly have quite a bit of variety in your gaming diet, though. Played 275 hours of Monster Hunter Rise in a month and a half. That could have been so many shorter games. Yeah.
Don't go jumping the gun there, Prince. I'll leave the colony's forces with old Atharon here. You can use them however you want. I've got somewhere I need to be.
Might I ask where?
A battle's more than just a head-on assault. The sooner you realize that, the better. I better go and remind Shulk and all.
So you know of their whereabouts?
I told you. I've got a pretty good idea.
Dixon!
Yeah?
If you should meet Shulk...
What?
I have something I want you to tell him.
Yeah, I was about to say, this game normally would be quite long, but since this is New Game Plus, I can breeze through it a lot faster than I would be able to otherwise.
You want us to kill your son? That is no small request.
There are hardly any of us Machina left on Mekonis. Back when the Bionis and the Mekonis were fighting, the Bionis almost completely wiped us out. I suppose the Bionis just didn't want us around. Lady Mayneth fought the Bionis for us. In the end, the two Titans wounded each other and entered a deep slumber.
Who was Lady Mayneth?
The creator of Mekonis. You could say that she is the Mekonis itself.
You talk like you saw all this. Ain't this all just an ancient myth?
I know I look young, but I'm actually quite old. I saw the whole thing with my own eyes.
You can't be serious.
Hold on.
The people of Mekonis must have a longer lifespan. Just like we High Entia live far longer.
How old are you, Milia?
I get that. But he can't have lived that long.
But why do you want your son dead? From what you've told us, I would have thought you'd want us to destroy the Bionis rather than kill your own son.
Egil was a brilliant young man. Clever, strong, and kind to the less able. But he never forgave the Bionis for what it did, and he swore to take revenge.
So he wants to do to us what the Bionis did to the Machina?
Correct. Egil is trying to eradicate all innocent life on Bionis. He has to be stopped.
Didn't you ever try to stop him?
We tried once. A lot of people were killed. He's blinded by revenge. Even Lady Mayneth herself couldn't convince him to stop.
Where is Egil now?
Most likely the Mekonis capital. He's trying to
Admirata.
restore the glory all by himself.
I feel sorry for him.
Oi! What are you talking about? Did you forget what he did to us?
I haven't forgotten, or forgiven. But Egil's clearly suffered a lot in his life. You don't feel any sympathy at all?
All I know is, this stinks. Who cares what he's been through?
Ryan!
I understand about Egil. But why us? You should be aware that Shulk's sword, the Monado, has the power to destroy Mekonis weaponry. It's said that it was once the sword of the Bionis. Doesn't the very sight of it make you quiver?
Xanta.
Huh?
Oh, just talking to myself. If you're gonna kill Egil, You'll need all of that sword's power. That's how strong Egil is.
The first time around, he was actually a tough boss.
You must be tired. Take your time and think it over. Until the young lady's treatment is finished, feel free to spend time in our village.
He won't be any trouble this time, but the first time around,
She has done well to survive.
he can be tough.
What do you mean? Is she sick?
Since you seem to have knowledge of Hom's medicine, I'll explain it like this. I'm afraid she's had several of her organs removed. Am I correct in assuming she was configured to operate inside a mechon?
That's right.
She has been transformed into a mecon's central nerve unit. Her blood can now circulate through a mecon's components.
How?
I believe her immune system is now configured for compatibility with the mechon. That's why her strength has depleted.
But you can treat her, can't you?
Of course. Even as a Machina doctor, I cannot turn a blind eye to this butchery. With our equipment, she will regain her strength, but she will be stuck with this body. I cannot restore her flesh and blood Hom's body.
That's okay. I don't want to be a burden to Shulk. I don't care if I have a machine body. Just make it so I can fight beside him.
Fiora, leave it to me. If that is your wish...
That's part of quests to go collect stuff so that she can be restored, I think. Well, restored. Cured, at least, of her current weakness.
I must implant a new circulation system for her immune functions. But we have one problem.
A problem?
I don't have a piezoelectric unit, which is required to control such a system. As long as she remains on this bed, the life support machine can compensate, but to move around freely, she must have the piezoelectric unit. The same unit is used in Mechon, so if you were to find some Mechon parts...
But where?
Well, outside of the village at the base of Digit 5, there's a beach. Debris from above washes the shore there. You might be able to find one among the Mechon wreckage.
We'll take a look. The beach at the base of Digit 5, right?
Yes. It gives off a faint red glow, so it might be easier to find at night.
Okay, we're done. Okay. Sorry, I don't know why Dixon's Japanese voice actor sounds more English to me than his actual English voice actor. The Japanese one gets the scruffy part of his look across. I do prefer the Japanese voice acting in general, but I wanted to give it a chance this time at least. And also that makes it easier to watch, I suppose, because you don't have to read the subtitle. So I figured for a stream I may want to stick with the English voice acting at least this time. I gotta say the bad guys sound good in English at least. I never really gave the English dub a chance until now, and I gotta say I'm more impressed by the bad guys than by the most of the main cast anyway. I was this close to giving English a chance on my third playthrough, but I couldn't resist. Well, this is my third playthrough, as a matter of fact. I only ever played it once on Wii, then once here on Switch, and this is my second time through then on Switch. Why is it sending me that way? I've been following the yellow dots on the minimap, but I'm not sure that this is the shortest path to it. To my objective. There we go. Xenoblade 1 was this close to making me try it, but Xenoblade 2 is a clear no from me. Was that with the English voice acting? Yeah, I gotta say, Rex's voice just doesn't do it for me. He sounds way too old in English, Rex. And then Xenoblade Chronicles X, well, you don't get to choose in that one, so we were stuck with the English voice acting. So I thought it was fine. I mean, I didn't have any problems with it. Kind of lamented the fact that we didn't get to choose, but... But yeah, Xenoblade 2, after hearing the English voice acting in the first trailer in English that they showed, I was like, ugh, what is that thing? And then they were like, oh, but you can download the Japanese voice acting if you prefer. I was like, oh, thank God.
I think we found it. Is this the piezoelectric unit?
Yes, that's it. Well done.
Leonardo, will Fiora be okay now?
She'll be fine. It will just take me a little time to reconfigure and install the unit. Leave it to me. You get some rest.
But...
Shulk, do you want her to see you looking exhausted when she wakes up?
You're right.
Xenoblade X, if they did a remaster, I'd probably stick with English. Fits the theme more and there's less story focus anyway.
By the way...
Yeah, they're supposed to be Americans, I guess.
The chief says he wants to speak with you.
The characters, so... Yeah, I guess it fits more, yeah.
He wants Egil stopped. And so do we. But I need to sleep on it.
Good. You mustn't overburden.
What's the name of the city again?
New. In any way we can.
Thank you.
It's not New York. It's New something, but I can't remember what it is exactly. Think anyway. It's been a while. New LA. Yeah. That's it.
Welcome.
You must be tired. Please feel free to use this room. Would you like to take a rest? Yeah, sure. I'd like to at least get right before Mechanis Core today, so that off stream I can wrap things up before I decide to push trigger, so to speak. Since there is no turning back after.
Sleep well?
Yes, very well. I wanted to talk about your son.
I think you mentioned it to me before, actually, Link.
Yes, we agree with you. Egil must be stopped, but we can't act now.
Oh? Why's that?
Before we came here, we heard of plans to form an allied force on Bionis. Any day now, they're going to launch an attack on Mechonis, but it's too dangerous. Egil has made a weapon that could kill us all.
The weapon that Mumkar was using? The one that shoots green fluid?
He said it can decompose any being from Bionis.
We have to go back and warn them, before it's too late.
Dixon! Does that mean I can fast travel back to Bionis now if I want?
Dixon! What are you doing here?
I think when they showed the Torna expansion for the first time, it was only a Japanese trailer, Return to Form, yeah.
If you fell from up there,
Well, hold on, I'll pause it here. As a matter of fact, the very first time they unveiled Xenoblade Chronicles 1 was at E3, and that was an English trailer back then. The name of the game was Monado Beginning of the World, or something like that. The title was not Xenoblade at first, but in like 2000... I hesitate to say what year that was. 2008? E3 2008, was it? I think that they first showed the game. The trailer was in English, actually, the very first time that the game was unveiled.
Up here, and Bob's your uncle.
You're looking well, Dixon.
Ah, I see you're looking like your usual old self.
You know each other?
Kinda.
I scratch his back. He scratches mine. He tells us about the outside world, and we give him technology and information.
Why did you keep that to yourself? That information is vital to all who fight Mechonis.
Not all of us Homs are good people. What would happen if the Mechonis-hating types found this place? These Machina cut themselves off from the world to get away from pointless fighting.
So they escaped to live in peace. somewhere they wouldn't be seen.
So happy they stuck with the Xenoblade brand, honors the Xenogears and the Saga games before it, and unites their games under a more recognizable name. Yeah, that's true. Gives it more of a chance to sell.
I wondered where you were getting it from.
I thought it was fine as long as it helped Shulk out at the lab. I guess the secret's out now. So, that weapon. How dangerous are we talking about?
I haven't discovered why, but it disintegrates anything it touches. But only if it's living tissue from Bionis.
Bet that would come in handy.
Dixon.
I'm only joking. Anyway, for now, just don't let any of it touch you. I'll come up with something to counter.
I feel after Xenoblade 2 and their inclusion in Smash, as well as that Xenoblade is getting a more and more out of its niche. Yeah, that's true.
His name is. If you take him down, the Allied force might not even be needed.
Okay.
The Switch being more popular than...
Let me think about it for a bit.
I want to say the Wii U and maybe even the Wii in terms of its core gaming audience. That's definitely helping, at least. Get more people into the series.
Fiora.
I believe what she has on is not her default look. I think I must have changed it, her appearance. Xenoblade X deserves a second chance. That game would still impress a lot of people today. In many ways, I think it looks perhaps even better than the two games that are on Switch now.
Dixon, listen.
Dumban told me all about it.
Its resolution never dips below 720p, at least. It looks cleaner. In many ways, I'd say.
But you found her alive, and now you've got her back. So you're all done now, ain't you?
What are you fighting for, Dixon?
Me? He just gets right under my skin. That Egil guy.
Because he's trying to exterminate the Homs.
There's that. But that ain't everything. It's his hatred for the Bionis. Or more like his aim to wipe out everything that lives on the Bionis. I'll tell you one thing. That Bionis allied force is coming together quicker than I thought.
Really?
Yep. That high-end tier prince is really moving things along.
Will they launch an attack on Mechonis?
Of course. But it looks like the prince has got another plan. He gave me a message for you. When the allied force attacks Mechonis, you don't need...
I think Xenoblade 2 went heavy on character models and effects, so they took those compromises. Yeah. True enough. A lot went into the environments, I think, in Xenoblade X.
But he's got guts.
Yeah. I think that's the type of man he is.
So, what are you gonna do? He wanted me to let him know.
We're going to the Mechonis capital.
You're gonna take down Egil?
I don't know. I can't forgive the Mechon for what they've done. But after listening to Mikhail, I think there might be another way.
You're too soft.
Do you really think that?
Too right. He's the self-proclaimed leader of Mechonis. I heard about what he did to the Monado. If you face him, it might get eaten up. But you have to throw everything at him. Even if there's only a...
Characters in X looked pretty light on details at times. Same for the combat, a lot less flashiness. Yeah, that's true. That's fair.
Not ever.
Fiora.
All in all, they picked the right things to put their resources in X. With the Wii U being what it is, I think they didn't have much choice.
Not just with machines. She's also quite familiar with organic physiology.
You went to get the things you needed to cure me, right? I'm sorry I caused all this hassle. But
it was not an easy game to optimize for the Wii U. They went through a lot of trouble. They even, I think, the physical copy, they even considered selling
no matter how difficult it gets,
a flash drive with it or something to make sure that people had the storage to store some of the stuff, because you kind of need to install some stuff, I think, to the storage, either internal or external, for it to even run.
I think that shows he has a a strong character. Am I wrong, Dixon?
Well, when I think about
Not we discovered that
everything
game,
you've
that's
got
for sure,
done,
yeah.
I can't deny that.
Dixon, we're going to the Mechonis capital. About the Allied force.
Yeah, leave it to me. I ain't gonna let anything happen to the colony. Those Mechon won't get away with anything else.
I believe they said that it would not be a simple task if they had to retool the game to run well on Switch, and that may be why we haven't seen it yet.
Are you going?
Yes.
By the time we get a more powerful Switch, I think that might happen then.
You might run into someone called Vanea in the capital. Just mention my name, she'll lend a hand.
Vanea.
Vanea?
Is she a Machina as well?
She's my daughter. She won't be far from Egil.
Hold on. You mean she's Egil's sister?
You've got it, lad.
And you say she'll help us?
The girl doesn't want to hurt Egil, but she doesn't like what he's doing. She should be a big help to you young'uns.
I don't know why she'd help us, but we'll try and find her when we get there.
Good luck.
Fiora, don't forget, I've only made temporary repairs. I think you should be able to fight, but don't overdo it. Come and see me the moment.
Yeah, and that weakness of hers gets brushed aside as soon as this cutscene is over, and you never hear of it anymore.
I'll find a way to restore your former body.
Is that possible?
Theoretically, it might be possible to use your genetic information to regenerate your missing organs. Sorry, it's unfair for me to give you hope. To be honest, there's very little chance. But if there's even the slightest possibility, I'll have to try.
Thank you, Leonardo.
Fiora.
Don't make that face. Okay, let's go.
Off you go, kid. I'm counting on you and the Monado. Don't let me down, Shulk.
Dixon. Yeah, I believe they're still helping even as we speak with Breath of the Wild 2. They did help with the first one, I believe, with the open world aspect of the game, and the programming behind it. I believe they're helping with the sequel as well.
Why did that face betray me? And that light? No, that is not possible. It must have been remnants of memories from her former life that made me lose control.
Their open world experience was such a boon for Nintendo indeed, yeah.
They are what limited the potential of Metal Face as well. I now know that I must erase every last trace of what they once were. All my servants need is the instinct to fight. This Hom's female. She was with the boy who wields the Monado. A light of her memory. It shines strongly in this one. Bring me face 20814. So it is this male. The boy Shulk remains a thorn in my side. I will enjoy watching my minion crush him. Be still my servant. I see that your memories cause you much suffering.
That Xenoblade 1 almost didn't even get picked up for release in the West is completely baffling, considering how hard they worked on it and how impressive it was for the system. It was everything they needed to put the market on our end, and it almost didn't happen.
Shulk.
Gotta say, we had it good in Europe. I was saying that just yesterday. We had it good in Europe with Satoru Shibata leading things for us and getting us all the games that we did get in Europe at the time.
Key to the door that seals the path. We who live in the village don't have any need for it, but it will be invaluable to you.
We're in your debt, Leonardo.
Shulk, Fiora, take care in your journey.
We will.
Leonardo, Thank you for everything.
He saved our asses when it came to localizations, definitely, yeah. That's the reason this game and what is it? The Last Story and Pandora's Tower all have British voice acting because they were localized here in Europe. Where is the game sending me now? I can't remember specifically, but there are more games that we got at the time and which North America didn't get. Like, well, there was Disaster Day of Crisis. That's one. Him making sure that we did get the Japanese soundtrack for the Rhythm Heaven game, or Rhythm Paradise. I can't remember what the title was for us in Europe. That was his doing too. Some of the Trauma Center games on Wii, I think he pushed for us to get them. I think there was one that North America didn't get that we did get, I believe. Around a decade ago, it was looking a bit bleak for JRPGs in general, though. I feel like in recent years, the genre really picked up in popularity to the point where the West isn't just an afterthought anymore. But I believe that the PS3/360/Wii era was kind of a weird turning point because they really didn't know where to take JRPGs next, I suppose. You only have to look at Final Fantasy XIII being such a linear game to realize that they had no idea what they were doing. Didn't prevent the game from selling based on the popularity of the name alone, but a lot of people weren't too happy with the way the series was going at the time. And you've got things like, what was the title of that game that was like the first one that Square Enix put on 360 and PS3? I think it was even a 360 exclusive at first. It's on Switch 2 now. I had to review it actually. Last Remnant? No. Is that it? Yeah, I think that's it, yeah. That too wasn't received very well. And that was one of the first true quote-unquote next-gen JRPGs at the time. The best JRPGs for a while, for a time at in that period, they did not come from Square Enix, that's for sure. You had Miss Walker, I guess, on Xbox, doing truly great things. I have never played Lost Odyssey, but I so wish that we could get a remaster of that. Really want to play that someday. Blue Dragon on 360. Also had a great reputation. I think JRPG devs generally struggle to adapt to the changing marketplace with HD consoles and bloated budgets. Yeah. The change in budgets, yeah, I think they weren't too sure where to put the focus, I suppose. Games were more expensive to make. They were getting bigger. And I guess even now, I think there was a game, I guess, on PS5 recently that came into, I want to say, heavy fire for being more expensive than most. It's like 70 euros, I think, or something like that. That new shoot 'em up game, Returnal. I think it's pretty expensive at launch anyway. And there was a sort of similar effect at the time, I guess, where a lot of brand new 360 and PS3 games were like upwards of 60 euros, even maybe even 70, I want to say. That's just too expensive. Their fan base also wasn't there for them to commit hard. Yeah. Ah well, they released a lot of RPGs on the Nintendo DS to compensate. I think it's not an accident that we got Dragon Quest IX on Nintendo DS, a mainline entry of all things, on a portable system. They weren't too sure where to put it next, I guess. But the Nintendo 3DS seemed like a safe bet, I suppose, especially in Japan. Being a portable system and being as popular as it was. The install base was there and the development costs were much lower. Yeah, less risk. Much less risk. Wait. Seems to want me to go back the other way. Well, why is that? Isn't it this way? Should be, no? Monster Hunter also went to the Wii and then handhelds for a while for a similar reason. Well, I think it was always more popular on handhelds anyway, especially in Japan. Don't think the Wii version sold lots, I suppose, in Japan especially. The PSP games were still selling a lot more, I think, at the time. And I'm not surprised that Rise is selling as well as it does, at least in Japan. I don't know about the West specifically. Seems to be doing well enough anyway, as far as I can tell. I'm not going the right way, I think. It's telling me to turn around. Ah, this is something else. Ah, yeah. I can't recall if this guy is part of a side quest or not, so I'm gonna leave him for now. I think Rise is already going towards 7 million globally or something. Don't know if it's gonna surpass Monster Hunter World, but it's definitely not a failure anyway. I'm happy for them that it's working out well for a game that's, at least for the time being, an exclusive to the Switch. It's coming to PC later, if it's not already available. I haven't really been following that. Oh yeah, single platform record, yeah, definitely. There, no question about it. Yeah, I was talking overall. Yeah. And it's still topping the charts. Well, if not topping, at least it's staying near the top of the charts everywhere, even after a while being on the market, I guess. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen. Maybe with PC. Maybe with the PC thrown in there. Because I believe Monster Hunter World was still somewhat popular on the PC. Maybe not as much as on consoles, because it was, I think, never really a PC franchise before World anyway. Don't think that's ever happened, right? Unless in Japan, maybe? PC beat Xbox by a pretty big margin. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Where does it want me to go? Oh, yeah, okay. My bad. Didn't see that path. Rotating bulkhead. The Mechonis.
Bionis and Mechonis.
Oh, he's so different. seeing them from this kind of perspective.
Monster Hunter's success also led them to take a chance on a Monster Hunter story sequel, and I'm so happy about it existing still.
It's difficult to believe that two such huge things ever
I
fought
couldn't
each
go
other.
back to the 3DS now,
I wonder how the Machina felt at the time.
so I kind of feel bad about missing out on that, but Stories 2, I'm willing to give it a chance.
Robs us of reason. Out of fear, we commit terrible
With it being a more
atrocities
traditional
and call them
JRPG.
acts of self-preservation.
Fear gives rise to more fear. A never-ending circle of hatred.
Perhaps that circle can be broken.
Fear. It must be what's driving this. What's made Egil act this way.
Oh.
It's a coincidence that this is sunset when this cutscene is happening, but I think it's fitting for the mood of it. A spin-off from a series much less popular than Pokemon, with far more effort and care put into it than any Pokemon game ever will. Haven't played the first one, so I really can't say. And I do kind of regret not playing the first, if I'm going to be playing the second one. But it is what it is. Ah, may get a remaster eventually. If they think there's money into it, it will happen. Sooner or later. Please do. From what I've seen, there are so many improvements and refinements to what already was a great first effort on 3DS. It looks good. I gotta say, for a Switch game, it looks maybe not super technically high end, but it looks clean. I'd much rather take a game that's not as technically advanced maybe as others, but which looks clean and runs well on Switch, over something like impressive ports like Doom and stuff like that looks so blurry and barely runs at all.
It's all totally mechanical. It ain't gonna be easy getting up this thing.
Egil is at the top.
The art style can easily compete with Breath of the Wild for me. It looks cool. So, which place is this? Mekonis Field. And then there's Agnirata after this place, I think. Hope it'll be a big success, since I want that to turn into a proper series so I can stop being sad about the direction of mainline Pokemon.
Look, it's a switch to activate a lift. If we can get it to work, it should take us up.
Ricky want to ride lift?
We can't. There's no power going to it.
Boring!
What do we do?
Well, if we could find the main power supply...
Okay, people, let's get looking.
Yeah. If we can connect the power to the switch, we should be able to use the lift.
Okay, turn around. Sorry, just replaying this for the story. Every enemy ignoring you, etc. seems boring to me personally. On my second playthrough on Wii, I also started fresh with no new game plus. I am playing the side quests off stream. I missed a few things the first two times around because of Mekonis core events. I didn't miss quite as much the second time around, but I'm trying to not miss stuff this time. no. Use the first floor master power panel to get the cylinder activation panel on the floor working. Yeah, I think it would take me way too long to stream. I'd be here streaming this for a month if I was playing this on a fresh playthrough. Having to stop for every fight every time an enemy every time I attract an enemy's attention. Привет, Black Labradors, how's it going? Okay, let's see. I've got 3 practically identical save files of this game, each one being faster than the previous. What I also did before starting this new game plus is that I went back through my quest list and I wrote down every item that you need for every side quest, made sure that I already had them so I could get through the game faster this time around. With every side quest requiring getting items dropped by enemies or items that you find in the field already being in my inventory so I could complete these quests as soon as I get them. And also I've got that game clear save data available if I ever want to do another New Game Plus in the future. If I ever want to just replay for the story again. If they ever update this game to look better on a new Switch or something like that, for example, I may want to replay it again. And in preparation for this, I finally did something that I never did before, which was to get all the master level art books, so that all of their arts are leveled up to the maximum that they can be. I never did that, not even on Wii, I think. I think I never bothered, because it didn't feel necessary. That's a unique enemy, isn't it? Yeah, figures. I'm gonna write it down, since I'm trying to not leave any behind. Right. Yeah, the others don't have weapons capable of arming the Mechon. Can't be bothered to change them.
It's over. Not bad. Not bad at all. Victory to Ricky!
On the Wii, I never even had enough AP to max out the arts I was using because of being overleveled constantly. Being able to turn off quest experience in this and adjust levels drastically improved the experience and made combat much more engaging. Yeah, I did use expert mode, but for other reasons. Only so I could farm AP towards the end to finish completing everything. Lowering my level so that the rewards for finishing a fight were better. Yeah, but for example, another thing, well, that I never did beyond leveling things up to the mask is simply getting the advanced level art books for all their arts. You know, those that get randomly dropped, especially by unique enemies in chests. Well, not only unique enemies, but that's also something I never did, and now I have at least. Played the entire game again against mostly same level and later yellow enemies. Made it much more enjoyable. Well, at least there is a sense of danger to the fights, that's for sure. Use the third floor master power panel to get the bulkhead control panel working. I'm glad they toned down the level difference modifiers in Xenoblade 2. In this game, they just affect so much for just a number. I honestly can't remember much about that in Xenoblade 2, having only played through it once and never again since. I will have to replay it eventually, but I'm not in a hurry. If they ever update it or something for a newer system, then that may give me reason to go back, especially to play all the... Well, I got Torna and I got the expansion pass that came with the physical release of it, but I never actually played any of the DLC content. Or the free stuff that they added through updates, like new Blade and stuff, like Fiora that they added as Blade. Cosmos, I think, was already in the base game, the way I remember it. I completed everything from the base game as it was when it launched, and I stopped there. I never went back. Enemy is red instead of yellow by 1 level, and you suddenly can't hit them anymore without accuracy boosts. Same as you. Got 100% on the base game before DLC, then played Torna on its own. Yeah, exactly. So, when it's time for me to go back to it, at least I will try to get through all that new stuff as well. And what's this then? Oh. Have to get back up again? Yeah, that was hard enough getting all the blades in the base game. Getting them to drop. I mean, when I say drop, like, when you're trying to summon them. Getting the actual important ones to materialize. Armorous Arca. Okay. Definitely want to return to the game before a potential remaster at some point. The Game Plus also lets you D-level, so you can do New Game Plus, keeping all your RNG blades, etc. Yeah, that if that's the case, that must be a great thing indeed, yeah. Oh gosh, I barely remember. I remember you can get outside, but beyond that. No, not that way. I think in the base game you spent about 20 hours of extra core grinding just to get the final 4 or 5 random blades after playing the game for 200 hours already. I think I must have been a bit more lucky to get those last few blades. Or how much time did I spend on that game actually? Can't recall now. Well, yeah, because of the way that things are on Switch, I guess. Longest total playtime. Okay, I guess I played less of 2 than I have of Xenoblade Chronicles 1 at this point. So, and I haven't played a lot more than 200 hours of this one. I'd say, yeah, maybe about 200 hours or something like that, I think, of the of Xenoblade Chronicles 2. I'm already at 260 hours on this one. Yeah, but including the New Game Plus, yeah. Yeah, I kept fighting again like the lowest level of the super bosses of it to try to get the legendary crystals, orbs, however they call these things again. To try to get them to drop again and again and again. And that took a few tries, but eventually, yeah, I managed to get them. Just kill the giant super boss, you raise yourself in Gormott over and over and over. Okay. Yeah, there's a sort of Machina village somewhere around here, the way I remember. Not village, but an outpost or something. Ah, yeah, you slide down and you stop at one point. Maybe is that it? No. No, that's not it. Oh boy. Okay. No, I'm back where I was. Where did I fall from? Ah, from there. Yeah, I remember at least one Machina with a name that appears on the affinity chart that you can invite. No, you can't invite her to Colony 6. What was it again? Or she moves to the Machina village or something. Bozatrox, I think was the name. Shall we go? Hello? Ah. Well, I won't be trying to fulfill those quests now, but that's not gonna stop me from trying to register the place at the very least. Okay, how do you reach it? Is it higher up or is it on the way down here? Oh gosh, I can't tell. Yeah, thanks for that great sense of perspective, guys, with your maps. But it doesn't seem to be on the way down here. I think I could see it if that was the case. No, maybe it's high. It's further up. But no, that's the way I came from. Okay, well, I'll try the slide and I'll reload my save file if need be. Maybe you have to steer yourself towards the wall or something like that. Ah, well, it seems to be further down. Yeah, here. Ah, okay. Couldn't see it from the other camera angle. Please tell me there's a landmark so I can teleport back to it. Ah, yeah. Machina Refuge. Okay, there we go. Buzza Trucks. Yeah, there she is. Did you come from our village? Then you must have met the person keeping watch there. He's a little bit unreliable, but he's my boyfriend. I'm making a pair of boots for him at the moment, and I'll go and give them to him when I finished my work here. Okay, at least she's registered on the affinity chart now.
What do you need?
While defeating enemies, I'll do that later.
What do you need? What do you need?
Don't like it when the camera is shaking like that because it doesn't know what to do when you're sliding down. Ah, yeah, here. Silly me. Okay.
Whoa! Don't look down. Anyone know where we are? Other than high
Thanks,
up?
Ryan.
Maybe somewhere around the thigh?
The thigh? You mean we ain't even halfway there yet?
Stop moaning about it. Look, we can make camp over there. Let's rest for a while.
Fiora, are you sure you're feeling okay?
I feel a bit like I haven't got used to this body yet. But please, whatever you do, don't tell Shulk about it. I'm sorry, Dunban.
Don't worry about it. Back when my arm was injured, it was you who took care of me.
I'd almost forgotten. It seems so long ago now.
Thanks, Ryan.
Doing a spot of maintenance?
Yeah. The sighting's been a bit off lately.
You know, Mikhail let us have some new parts. I could make you a new rifle if you want.
Thanks. But I want to keep using this one for now.
Gadot's rifle.
Shulk, get a clue, man. It's more than just a weapon to her. She can't just throw it away and get a new one.
Yeah. I suppose
That
so.
British touch there, though, doing a spot of maintenance.
If she let anything happen to it, I bet she'd get a whack from old Atharon.
Doesn't my man ever rest?
Not a chance. The lives of everyone in the colony rely on the defense force. Our readiness and our will to keep on fighting.
We never know when the Mekon will strike next.
No. But I won't let anyone else die. If only I had more power.
Stop it! Gado, it's not your fault!
We lost 30 men in Fortress 3 alone.
Listen to me. Nobody knew that so many Mekon would come. More people would have died if it wasn't for you.
It's not about reducing casualties. We lost 30 men. And we've lost the fortress. Those men died for nothing!
Would their deaths have meaning if we'd won?
Yes. At least they would have died for something. This is the end now. It's either the Mekon or us. I don't care if I'm the last man standing. I'll take them down!
Are you even doing anything against Mekons with that weapon of yours?
Hey, Ryan.
What is it?
Do you want to beat the Mekon?
Of course. What are you asking that for?
At any cost? Even if it means giving your own life?
Giving my own life? No way. I can't do anything if I'm dead.
They're different.
I'm gonna take down the Mekon and survive. And there's no way I'm gonna lose Shulk, Fiora, or you along the way. We're all gonna win this and get out alive.
If only we all thought like you.
What do you mean?
It's charming.
What?
What?
We should get moving. We don't have time to hang around.
Ryan, did you rest well?
Yeah, I feel great.
It looks like we're about to re-enter the Mekonis. Brace yourselves.
Got it.
What's that? A gale? I sensed something.
Dun, you okay?
Oh, it's nothing. Just my imagination.
Upper Bulkhead Bridge. Collector's items! Gosh, if you don't get all of them on your first visit, to complete the Collectopedia after that, this is so annoying. I don't know, okay, never mind. They're just random enemies, I guess. Because you get them as random pickups from Colony 6 after it has been rebuilt, but it's still very annoying because their drop rates or appearance rate, I guess I should say, is not very high. Ah. What, this one? Gotta destroy? I have that's one of the quests. Yeah, I shouldn't worry about that now.
I can see this isn't pushing you at all.
I can't jump over it. Is this the way into Agnirata, perhaps? I think the last trigger for some side quests to become available in previously visited areas is entering Agnirata, and then the next trigger for more is having beaten Mechonis Core, but then some stuff becomes unavailable. So if I can at least make it to the entrance of Agnirata today, I'll be happy. Down there. Almost looked like they were talking or something, these two. Oh, look. While I'm here... Is it letting me... Yeah, I should check that, by the way. Is it letting me go back to Bionis, at least at this point, or not? Oh, okay, if I wanted to, at least I could. I thought so, but I thought I'd verify. Who's this? Revolutionary Bifrons. Ah, he is a target in a side quest.
That was too easy. Victory to Ricky! I can see this isn't pushing you at all.
Infernal Crossell. Yeah, that's another side quest. Oh, well, let's do it. Okay, see, this isn't pushing you at all. Dunban throwing some shade at your New Game Plus shenanigans. Yeah.
Nothing can beat Ricky.
Dunban, you're embarrassing Ricky.
This game knows. So can I just ignore them? Yeah. See you guys. High velocity lift. Okay, is this how we get to Agnerata? We gave you the option to make the game more difficult and you're not using it. Rude. The game, probably. At least I'm not playing in casual mode. I could have. I chose not to. That would have been a bit ridiculous otherwise. What are you doing, Ricky? What are you doing, Ricky? What's he doing? That's a pretty big door. There's a boss fight in here, isn't there? What is it again?
Are you okay?
She looks very tired. Should she not get some rest?
Thank you. But really, I'm okay.
No. We'll find a safe place to rest.
Be ending off now. Okie dokie. Have a good night, Link. Thanks for dropping by.
Ricky tummy rumble.
I'm with you. Time to park our...
Get down! A Mechon assault! Can anyone see them?
Another vision. Nice one, Shulk.
No, it wasn't.
Shulk?
You did well to evade me. Just what you'd expect from he who wields the Monado.
That voice.
Gado!
It's a faced Mechon.
Is there someone inside?
There's always someone inside. Why are you even asking the question?
But don't kill him.
Thought you might say that.
I'm afraid you must be exterminated.
I see it.
Oh, that wouldn't kill me. What about that big laser that was supposed to come? Or I guess it's not happening, as long as I'm behind cover.
Keep your guard up. Everyone, let's go!
A vision.
16 seconds.
I see it.
Jade face. Oh, so easy?
Shala!
Gado! It's you, isn't it? Please answer me! Let me see you!
You think maybe we can save him like with it, Fiora? No?
I knew you were alive!
Gado! Is that Shala's boyfriend?
The destruction of the Monado. That is the will of Lord Egil.
Gado?
What do you mean, Lord? What's Egil done to you?
What's wrong, Gado? Why would you say that? Speak to me, Gado!
This world is in disarray. I must eliminate the cause of this disorder and restore the world to its original form. That is my duty. Nay, the will of the world. Now, the time has come. The time to restore order.
Gado! Stop! Gado!
Shala!
Chapter 14.
Lady Mayneth. It is not far off now. A world in which there is no need for fear. The hour draws near. Our will shall soon be done. First, there is the matter of the Monado. Our victory can only be assured if we destroy the Monado before it's too late. I sense your existence. I know you are alive. Zanza, the hour is upon us. Your time has come.
Oh no. Yeah, that was the Mechonis we just saw. Not the Bionis.
Shulk. Shulk.
Who's calling my name?
Shulk, you have acquired the ability to glimpse the future. The ability to understand the law of causality as decided by a higher power.
A higher power? Like the Bionis?
Why do you desire to change the future? Why do you wish to act against their will?
I do just as anyone would do. It is natural to want to change an unhappy future. If that is their will, then I choose to fight.
If that is what you wish, Shulk, then you must find your Monado.
My Monado?
Precisely. The one true Monado.
But I already have it.
You can't do that. Because you aren't here. Not anymore.
What was that? No explanation whatsoever.
Is everyone okay?
Yeah.
That was a close one. I mean, how on Bionis did we survive that? We seem all right.
Where did Gatto go?
I don't know. It could be that we were just lucky, but I'm sure there must be more to it than that.
You were protected by the power of Lady Mayneth.
Vanilla. Boob lady.
A machina.
With boobs.
Are you... Vanea?
Vanea? Does that mean you're Mikol's daughter?
I am glad you are safe, Lady Mayneth.
Lady Mayneth?
That face was sent to destroy you. I am truly happy you're all right.
You're lying. Gatto would never try and hurt us.
Sadly, his home's memories no longer remain. The current faces are nothing more than weapons, designed to annihilate all life on Bionis.
It can't be.
Faces are created by directly integrating the brainstem and metabolic organs of Homs into Mechon. Memories and emotion are nothing but a hindrance to an effective weapon. However, the early faces were experimental. Many retained memories from their former lives. This prevented them from executing their missions effectively. More recent faces have had all memories of their previous lives completely
What about
erased.
Fjoranen?
Is that because of me?
No, it is not your fault.
Mumkar seems the more likely candidate. His attachment to us was too strong. You could say it caused his destruction.
That sword one and all.
You are correct.
No.
Thank you for the follow,
It's not
Koyagami.
true. Oh.
Gaddo.
Sharla?
Doing fine, doing fine.
Explain it to me. I mean, why does Egil want to make us into Mekon? What's the reason for all this?
In order to counter the Monado.
I knew it.
The Monado is ineffective against the High Entier, the Homs, against all races of Bionis. Egil suffered a bitter defeat in the battle 1 year ago. After that, he theorized that he could counter the Monado by integrating organic life from Bionis.
Of course. Initially, the Monado couldn't take a Hom's life.
It can now, though.
It could not harm those who share the blood of Zanza. That was its sole weakness. But Zanza lifted that constraint.
Those who share the blood of Zanza? Who is that giant?
The progenitor of the Homs.
Him?
And once the friend of my brother Egil, before they became sworn enemies. It was Zanza.
It's kind of like the race of engineers in Prometheus. Something like that. I think Prometheus... Did it come around? No, I think it predates Xenoblade, I think. Or did it come out around the same time?
Wow. Look at that. Are they the Havres?
They're the latest anti-Mekon weapons, designed by Lorothea and the Ministry of Research. What a glorious sight. The coming together of all the peoples of Bionis.
Yes, sir.
This is how it should always have been. Then perhaps Father would not.
Your Highness.
We are fortunate that Dixon informed us of the enemy's new weapon. Our defenses are ready. Today, we start our campaign against Galahad Fortress. Just beyond the fortress lies the imperial capital of Mekonis. This is a battle to determine not just our own fates, but the future of all life on Bionis. We fight for future prosperity and the glory and honor of all. Troops, advance!
Super epic music going on, and then that silence hits you hard.
Are you saying that Zanza is to blame for Mekonis' devastation? It's Zanza's sword that I'm using. Does this mean we're enemies? And if so, why are you...
Shulk, calm down.
Sorry,
I will take you to the Mekonis capital, Agniratha.
Is that
Agniratha?
Lead us straight to the gates.
Was pronouncing it wrong before.
Deliver us into Egil's hands.
It will be quicker to show you than to explain. Then you will understand the history of Mekonis, and the battle between the two titans. Up ahead is a lift that leads to the central factory, within the chest of the Mekonis. The capital, Agniratha, lies just beyond.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah, it's still quite some ways ahead, I suppose. I may not have enough time to do it all today, after all. Ah well. It's alright if I don't. I think getting there will not give me access to a lot more side quests. Let's at least try to get through the factory. Yeah, I thought I was at Agniratha already, but no, there's the factory before that. Yeah, practically everything that takes place on Mekonis is pretty big to get through. But it's like cutscene, advance a bit more, cutscene, advance a bit more, cutscene, advance a bit more, and so on. Not much more than that. You okay, people? Central Factory? What was the name of that area again? Central Factory, yeah, that's it. I really like how they stylized the title of each area in the game like this, with the logo of the giant that you're on.
This is the central factory within the chest of the Mechonis. Can you see the ring up ahead? At the base of that ring is a transporter that leads to Agniratha. We must first head there. This place is full of autonomous security, Mechon. Tread carefully.
Yeah, well, with my level being what it is, there's nothing to fear. Goods maintenance entrance 1. Or, it's just getting, if there is no story content, I guess, getting through this factory, I guess this is something that I can also do off stream, perhaps. If there is no story development and it's just activate this, go there, and so on, then maybe this is something I could do. But I'm saying that, but I may not even have enough time to do all the side quests that are now open to me, so I can't really commit too much to anything. There should be at least enough content for tomorrow's streams, I'd say. Maybe I'll get past Mechonis Core tomorrow. I can't make any promises, but we'll see. Because once we're past Mechonis Core, then there is again a lot of side quests to do, and then we're basically at the end of the game, so I'm not quite sure how I'm gonna handle the rest of that content. We'll see. May have to do some of the side quests on stream, if anything. Anyway, I'll stop here for tonight. I've done enough, I think, because this place is quite big. Well, take it easy, I suppose I should say, and then, well, I'll be back tomorrow, if all goes well, and there's nothing else getting in the way. Have a good rest of the day, and see you next time. Bye-bye.